आज हमारे साथ डोटो हेल्थ प्राइवेट लिमिटेड की टीम है। हमारे यहाँ पे साथ प्रीति मैम है, वहाँ के यहाँ के ऑपरेशंस देखते हैं। एंड हनुमान इज फ्रॉम द फाइनेंस एंड अकाउंट्स टीम। आज हम लोग डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कैसे जोहो ने और कैसे स्टेट वर्क्स ने इनकी सारी प्रॉब्लम्स को मैनेज किया एंड कैसे गोइंग फॉरवर्ड हम लोग इसको और बेटर कर सकते हैं। प्रीति मैम, अपना आपका एक्सपीरियंस बताइए कैसा रहा और क्या अपना ऑर्गेनाइज, क्या नेचर ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, क्या कुछ चैलेंजेस फेस हो रहे थे, वो सब एक बार आप मुझे बताइए।
श्योर। तो हमारा मेडिकल डिवाइसेस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में आता है और 2 से 3 प्रोडक्ट लाइंस थी जब हमने काम स्टार्ट किया। एंड इनिशियली जब आईएसओ सर्टिफिकेशन लेना था तो मेरे को फाउंडेशन से हमें असिस्टेंस मिला था कि ये प्रोसेसेस कैसे सेट होनी चाहिए। तो वो एक शीट बेस पे गूगल ड्राइव के शीट बेस पे हमने एक्सेल फॉर्म में एंड गोइंग फॉरवर्ड मतलब काफी सारी चीजें उस पे हमने इंटीग्रेट कर ली थी कि सिंगल शीट में आप सब कुछ ट्रैक कर पाओ। बट 1 साल के बाद वी रियलाइज कि एक्सेल शीट बेस्ड प्रोसेसेस में मैनुअल एरर्स आ रहे थे। एंड आप जैसे आगे जाते हो फर्दर सर्टिफिकेशंस में जिसमें आईएसओ के बाद मैन्युफैक्चरिंग लाइसेंस आता है, उन प्रोसेसेस में ये सारे ह्यूमन एरर्स के लिए कोई गुंजाइश नहीं होती है। तो देन वी रियलाइज कि हमें टूल बेस जाना चाहिए, एआई बेस जाना चाहिए। तो उसमें फिर प्रोडक्ट बास्केट भी ऐड हो रही थी, प्रोसेसेस थोड़ी एनहांस करने की जरूरत थी एंड मल्टीपल स्टेक होल्डर्स इस प्रोसेस में ऐड हो रहे थे।
तो आपने और कौन कौन से सॉफ्टवेयर्स देखे, कौन सा तो मतलब जोहो में कैसे
केका हमने देखा था एंड फिर जोहो, ये दोनों ही हमने देखे थे। एंड उसमें जोहो बेटर लगा क्योंकि थोड़ा सिंप्लीफाइड है। एंड ऑफ कोर्स हमने सेकंड साइट भी वेरीफाई की थी कि सपोर्ट हमें किन से अच्छा मिलेगा। एंड ऑफ कोर्स कॉस्ट वाइज भी जोहो वाज वेरी सुटेबल टू अस क्योंकि हम एक 20 से 22 लोगों की ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में एंड इवन सॉफ्टवेयर टूल में भी कितना पैसा डालना चाहिए वाज आवर कंसर्न, जिसमें जोहो रेस्पेक्ट
ROI is the most ROI सॉफ्टवेयर
जी जी जी। एंड कंपनी लेवल पे भी नॉट ओनली मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस, कंपनी लेवल पे भी पीपल मैनेजमेंट का भी सॉफ्टवेयर चाहिए था। एचआर के प्रोसेसेस फॉलो करने के लिए भी पीपल ऑनबोर्डिंग, ये सारे प्रोसेसेस भी ऑटोमेट चाहिए थी, डॉक्यूमेंटेशन वाइज प्रॉपर चाहिए था। तो जिसमें हमने जोहो का जोहो पेरोल, जोहो पीपल, जो इन्वेंट्री एंड बुक्स, ये 4 वर्जन्स हमने लिए।
एंड व्हाट अबाउट स्टेट वर्क्स, हाउ डिड वी कम इनटू पिक्चर?
बिल्कुल। तो हमने पहले जोहो को ही डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट किया था। डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन हमारा जोहो थ्रू हुआ था एंड देन जोहो राउटेड अस टुवर्ड्स द स्टेट वर्क्स। तो स्टेट वर्क की टीम ने फिर फर्दर इन डिटेल डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन किया और आगे की सारी प्रोसीजर। देन वी रियलाइज कि जोहो उनके एंड ट्रेनिंग्स एंड फर्दर सपोर्ट ये इम्प्लीमेंटेशन पार्टनर्स देते हैं। तो ऐसे हम स्टेट वर्क से मिले एंड ये हमारा ईयर 2 है प्रैक्टिकली वर्किंग विद जोहो एंड स्टेट वर्क्स। स्पेशली स्टेट वर्क से हमेशा ही हमें बहुत अच्छा सपोर्ट मिला इन एनी गिवन केस की। एंड कैसा होता है, जो भी नए सॉफ्टवेयर्स आते हैं आप ट्रेनिंग में एक बार सीख लो ऑनलाइन, उसके बाद भी एक्चुअल जब यूज करते हो तो छोटे छोटे डाउट्स डेली बेसिस पे आते रहते हैं। एंड वहाँ पे स्टेट वर्क्स की टीम का हमें बहुत अच्छे से सपोर्ट मिलता है जहाँ पे हम जो भी कुछ, क्योंकि प्रोसेस ड्रिवन होता है बट कुछ चीजें आपको ट्विक भी करनी पड़ती है। तो वो कैसे करनी है वहाँ पे हमें स्टेट वर्क की टीम से बहुत हेल्प मिलती है।
हनुमान जी, अपने अकाउंट्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से आप क्या इनपुट देना चाहते हैं? सो हाउ इज योर एक्सपीरियंस इन दिस?
या एक्चुअली बेसिकली हमने अभी लास्ट 2 ईयर से यूज कर रहे हैं और उसमें कुछ पार्ट था जो कंप्लीट हुआ था आपके एंड से भी, और स्टेट वर्क्स ने भी बहुत सपोर्ट किया है। स्टार्टिंग फेज में क्या है तो सब एसोसिएट होने पर थोड़ा टाइम टेकिंग प्रोसेस है ये। इन्वेंट्री अब हम उसमें भी आप कन्वर्ट करने वाले हैं। सो अभी इन्वेंट्री का भी आपका सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑलरेडी ले चुका था हमने, पर अभी वो भी इम्प्लीमेंट होना थोड़ा सा बाकी है। तो बुक के अकॉर्डिंग तो प्रोसेसेस बहुत सिंप्लीफाई हो गई पहले से, यानी।
अच्छा।
तो क्विक बुक में था हमारा, तो वहां से डेटा ट्रांसफर या मर्ज करने में भी थोड़ा सा टाइम टेकिंग प्रोसेस थी वो, पर वो हो गई थी मैं जब आया था। तो सब चीजें और सपोर्ट भी साइमल्टेनियसली मिलते रहता है। अभी हमने इस साल सितंबर से ही पीपल और ये दो को अलग से सब कुछ अप्लाई किया है। सो उससे बेनिफिशियल कोऑर्डिनेट भी आपका अच्छा होगा स्टेट वर्क का भी। स्टेट वर्क की टीम साइमन जब जब हमको सपोर्ट की टीम रिक्वायर होती है वो तब कुछ क्वेरी होती है तो हम डायरेक्टली असिस्ट लेके उनके वो रिजॉल्व कर देते हैं।
So what is your feedback for state works? How we should improve in our processes and how we should be doing your a better experience in that?
ओके तो सपोर्ट बहुत ही बढ़िया है, उसमें कोई भी मतलब बोलने वाली बात है ही नहीं। इनिशियल जब ट्रेनिंग्स की बात होती है तो व्हाट वी रियलाइज कि सॉफ्टवेयर ट्रेनिंग्स ऑनलाइन जब होते हैं तो थोड़े बोरिंग होते हैं। मतलब मैं खुद भी देती हूँ ऑनलाइन ट्रेनिंग। तो मैं इस बार मैं हमेशा ट्रेनर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देती हूँ ट्रेनिंग्स, बट इस बार मैं खुद यूजर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से जब ट्रेनिंग ले रही थी तब ऐसा होता है कि यूजर का वो डेवलप नहीं होता है कि हम इसको किस हिसाब से यूज करने वाले हैं। जब ट्रेनिंग होती है तो बहुत सारी चीजें एक साथ बताई जाती है एंड उस टाइम पे लगता है हाँ ये तो हो जाएगा, समझ जाएगा, बट जब आप बाद में उसको चेक करते हो तो आप कंफ्यूज हो जाते हो। तो मे बी ट्रेनिंग फर्स्ट ट्रेनिंग आई सजेस्ट कि वो इन पर्सन हो।
वो वैसे I just sorry to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
we have changed the process and we have updated it that whatever the project training would be, it would be in physical person only for the
Great,
education.
great.
But only because yours was a project which was from 1 year or 2 years back.
Right.
That time the process was different, the team size was also limited.
Right.
So now we have expanded to 170 KT.
तो इनिशियल अगर इन पर्सन होता है तो ऑफ कोर्स बॉन्ड क्रिएट होता है, उससे
Exactly.
बाद में काम करने में भी आसानी होती है एंड थोड़ा बहुत अच्छे से समझ पाते हैं। और वो इम्प्लीमेंटेशन ऑनलाइन में क्या होता है कि हाँ मैं समझ गई हूँ, जब भी कभी जरूरत पड़ेगी तब मैं जाके अगर खोलूंगी तो याद नहीं आता है।
Exactly.
तो इसकी वजह से थोड़ा डिले चलता है लाइक फर्दर प्रोसेस इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, बट अगर इन पर्सन से स्टार्ट हो जाए तो मेरे ख्याल से बहुत सारी चीजें पहले
We have already had this feedback because
जी।
we are in Pune for a physical training only for
Great, great.
so we can do that. And regarding not only in the starting process, in the middle of the process also, if you are requiring any physical training, then we are very much helping in that.
Is there office in Pune?
We don't have an office in Pune. We have an office in Mumbai and Nasani, but we travel frequently to locations. And locations we always travel.
Different visa also here.
Yes.
That's why you.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I have also one suggestion about that particularly. So whenever online demo and whatever, so physically that's their first priority, and after that, whenever you some concept regarding what you say, so what you mean for the procedures, so tackle these some different tasks simultaneously. You say some particular features regarding this, that time everyone attention, but after that one actual utilization some features, that time difficult is
That's what Preeti was saying. So if the physical presence is required, then we are very much available for it.
Yeah. Last September now two subscription people have been on. That time some in person actually required the training particularly.
If you would have said then you would have arranged that. But आपने शायद requirement का तो उस time बोला नहीं होगा ऐसा कुछ. Because हम लोग अभी बिना बोले गए हैं तो ऐसा ही है.
Right, right. So we were not aware that you have started physical.
At least
We are very much into it.
Yeah, let us know when you are
We have an India
ready.
office. Maybe we are available.
Great. Because we want to incorporate some other features as well
Yes, yes.
in nearby future. So everything will have to get transferred over ZOHO. That everything will be under one particular system and all stakeholders will use
Okay.
the same system.
Okay.
That's the solution from my side.
Okay. Thank you.
So good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is. Am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Yes. So good evening, everyone. I hope everyone is having this warm after evening, and thankful for everyone who has joined today on the Saturday evening to learn something new. So without much ado, let's get started. So we are here. We all gathered today for understanding and learning one of the most renowned tools for accounting, which is Zoho Books. So on your screen, we have all the speakers who would be guiding you and helping you how what exactly is Zoho Books and how it can be of practical use for you in your real life, right? So yes, so let's get straight to the agenda. So we'll start with we'll understand what does our company do. Then we will have Anil ji, who will be taking traditional accounting system versus Zoho Books. Ankit ji will help us understand what exactly is Zoho Books. Deval from the team will help us understand how to set up organization. Ruddhi will help us understand the purchase and the sales cycle. Then Shar will give us help us understand GST filing, TDS liability, e-way bill, as well as e-invoicing. Then we will have a session where you will be able to interact with our founder, Manishi. In the end, then we will have question answer session, and then we'll conclude this entire workshop. So this is what our agenda will be. So yes. So let me tell you about our company first. So we are from Straightwork Solutions, and we started our company actually 9 years back. And like fast forwarding, like today we have completed around 9 years, and we host the biggest team in the entire world actually in terms of Zoho implementation. So we are a team of 80 plus members. We are all working on Zoho platform. Second, we have expertise of around close to 200 plus projects, and our main what in our service what we basically do is we try to understand what the business requirement is and how can Zoho be helpful to them. We try to understand that, then we do the implementation, that is the end-to-end implementation. We do customization, we do development. We also give the user training, since that is of prime importance for us, where the users, in case if they are not able to use it, so the owners don't get the ROI. So that is the main focus, where we provide the user training, and we also give support after services. And to ensure that everything is aligned, what we do is we have our on-site presence as well. So this is not only online, though we have offshore on-site working, but then we make it sure that we at least we meet the client, we provide them a hands-on experience, we provide them an on-site experience so that they get to know it much better. And our complete focus is towards providing ROI. So definitely there are owners who reach out to us, there are students who reach out to us for for understanding what can Zoho be helpful for them. So what our aim is to provide a ROI to each and every user, to each and every owner. So that is what our focus is. So we are so this is Straightwork Solution. Again, we have Skill-Based India. So we have partnered with Skill-Based India. So Skill-Based India is basically a platform where we focus completely on skill development. That is, as you can see, our vision is bridging the gap between the degree as well as the skill. So to make students, graduates who have recently graduated, and they are in case if they want to join the professional world, so then there is a lot of things which they need to know before joining the professional world. So Skill-Based India exactly comes in between that, where we try to upskill and to give them skills which is very, very relevant, which is required for each and every each and every student, so that they can be a good professional. And as you can see, our mission, we have kept a very big mission where we need, or we will be upskilling somewhere close to 10,000 enthusiastic students, you can say, by 2025. So that is skill based for you. Now coming to Zoho. So we are Zoho implementation partner. There's Zoho, the parent company was founded in 1996. And talking about the headquarters, so it is an Indian company only. It is a Chennai-based company. It has its headquarters also in California in USA. And today, currently, as per 2024, it has close to 18,000 employees. And talking about its customers, as you can see, it is 120 million users, which is not even close to any other platform out there in the market, right? So Zoho has surpassed and is the leading leading segment in the SaaS-based software where 120 million users they have crossed. And we talk about their products. So there are close to somewhere around 60 plus products where around 55 products can be easily integrated, can be easily used. So these are all mature products that can be easily used. So that's the basic gist about ZOHO. Now coming to our workshop. So now again, talking about ZOHO Finance. So now the ZOHO Finance suite has 7 applications or 7 products, as you can see. So these are the 7 products which can be directly used for any type of financing. So firstly, talking about ZOHO Invoice. So this is used for raising as well as managing your invoices. We have ZOHO Books, which is a 360-degree tool for your entire accounting. So yes, we will be focusing in the ahead part of our workshop. We will be focusing completely on the ZOHO Books, but these are the other applications which are directly related to finance. So we have Inventory, which is used for the stock management. It's a 360-degree stock management tool. We have ZOHO Billing, which is used for recurring billing. Then there is ZOHO Expense, which is used for tracking and maintaining the expenses. That is your travel allowances or your expense, that is your food allowances. All those expenses can be tracked here. Checkout is again a software where you can do the payments, and Payroll is for your processing your salary slips, Form 16s. So all these all together comes out to be for ZOHO. These are the bundle of the ZOHO Finance applications. But yes, as we mentioned, we are here for the ZOHO Books. So ZOHO Books, again, to give you a gist about ZOHO Books. So ZOHO Books was started in 2001 and has closed somewhere close to 1 million businesses worldwide, and it is there probably in each and every country today. So this was the gist about ZOHO Books. Now, so this was the gist about our company, what we do, about what ZOHO is, also what ZOHO Books, basics about ZOHO Books. And now I would like to call Anil Joshi, who is currently our books implementation head. He will be showering, or he will be taking us, giving us practical insights of what traditional accounting systems are. When I talk about traditional accounting system, one name definitely will come in your mind, which is Tally, right? So, and there are various other softwares as well. So he will be basically helping us understand what is the basic difference between those traditional accounting system, which is very widely used, and what ZOHO Books is all about. Right? So over to you, Anilji. Anilji.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. I hope I am audible. So today I am talking about what is traditional software, which we are already using, and what is ZOHO Books. So I am presenting few slides, and I will show you a difference of traditional software and ZOHO Books. So I'm sharing my screen. So traditional accounting system and ZOHO Books, we will discuss on that what are the difference between this. So first aspects is system and accessibility. There are ZOHO Books is a cloud-based platform and accessible from anytime, anywhere, and from any device. Accessible via web, mobile, tablet, or iPad, etc. So it is a cloud-based software, and data is storing in the data center of ZOHO. ZOHO is having its own data center, and it is storing data in its data center. Now, let us talk about backup. In legacy system, you are taking manual backup. I just heard that one of our clients' server is crashed. So in ZOHO, it is an automatic backup in the cloud. So there is no need to take backup from the user side. There are a lot of features in the automation. You can have recurring transactions like JV, invoice, bills. You can recurring it and schedule it as per your requirement. Reminders and bank feeds are automatic. Inventory is already integrated with accounts. Auto bank feed and reconciliation is automatic. You just have to configure your bank in the ZOHO. It will automatically feed your bank book details. Then you can reconcile it. There are real-time reports. Dashboards is a main feature of ZOHO. Customizable MIS using ZOHO Analytics, which is using BI Analytics. And you can have a MIS report using ZOHO Analytics. This is, I'm talking about collaboration multi-user with role-based access. In traditional accounting, you will have a LAN base. I am not criticizing any traditional accounting software since you are using since years. So you will love that traditional accounting, but just I would like to know that upgrade with the technology. Real-time collaboration and accounting audit is there. So you just have to give audit to the accountants. ZOHO is a GST Suvidha provider. So you GST filing is just a click away. Built-in GST return generating a filling GST Suvidha provider. If any changes in tax rules like compliance update is there by the government, automatically ZOHO will update in its software globally and no need to do any manual task. Integration and ecosystem. In ZOHO Analytics, you can integrate, fetch your data from any software to prepare your MIS report with using third-party apps, API integration, and ZOHO ecosystem is itself there, which is having 55 applications. You can have mobile app using Android or iOS application. You can access through this. Learning curve and usability. It is a user-friendly software. There is no need of accounting knowledge required. Automatically, accounting effect will go through the ZOHO system and easier to onboarding for staff and business owner. So thank you very much for this session. We will have another. So Mayur, please go ahead.
So thank you, Anil, for that enlightenment where we compared the traditional softwares with ZOHO books. So just let me show you what exactly, just a basic glimpse of what ZOHO books look like. So the best thing about ZOHO is a very transparent organization. So anything that you want to understand about any ZOHO products, not only ZOHO books, you can directly just type in the product and then you'll automatically get the features. Though definitely we'll deep dive into the complete, feature wise and the complete demo of what ZOHO books is, but just giving you a basic gist about what ZOHO is. So talking about the core features, now you can see there is features here. So now we'll be definitely diving deep into all these features, but just give you the gist about what ZOHO books is. So now when it comes to core features, so there is, there is facilities where you can, have your quotation generated. You can manage all the quotation, your invoices, sales orders, bills, purchase orders. You can manage each and every project, that is your budget, as well as your actual versus your budget. Then all your bankings can be integrated here. You can also track your stock, which is there in your particular business. Expenses can be managed. You can again manage all your documents here in ZOHO books. Again, the most important thing is the reporting. So everyone needs the reports and as well as the dashboards of dashboards as well as reports to understand what is exactly happening in and out of your business. So again, ZOHO books comes out with multiple reports that you can actually use, actually customize, and actually use it for your day-to-day use. We can do online payments right from within few clicks. ZOHO is a GST Suvidha provider, so within few clicks you can actually file your GST. You can do e-invoicing, audit trails, and as mentioned earlier, we have document management as well. So all the system that we will be showing you definitely is going to be web app, but it is again mobile friendly, which is one of the most important feature here. So it is again iOS as well as Android supported. And the best thing about Zoho Books is, or any other application of Zoho, is that it can be easily integrated with each and other application within Zoho as well as the third-party applications. Again, there is collaboration as well as you can have client as well as vendor portal. You can share those particular portals with your vendors as well. Again, smart automations, where our basic focus is to definitely to reduce the manual work as well as to get everything automated, so that you sit on the other end and get everything, all the things, automated. This is just the core features. Now, if you want to check each and every features, then definitely there is the tab where you can get each and every features. So we will definitely be, drilled. We will go into deep in all these particular features. So again, just to give you a basic overview. So receivable, payables, which is very important to understand the basic overview of your business. Tax compliance, bank reconciliations, inventory, project accounting. There is payroll, reports and dashboards, as we mentioned earlier. There is collaboration. Then obviously the accountants would be used. But then again, Zoho Books, to give you a very basic gist about Zoho Books, is Zoho Books is made with a mindset that owners do not need to know, can or may not know each and everything about accounting, but they need to know about what their business is, and they shouldn't be dependent also on accountants. So again, for accountants as well as business owner, there is workflow automation to get everything automated so that you reduce all the manual work and focus on your product and service. There is lots of customization which is completely possible. It can scale globally, which means now currently, in case if you have a small team, it can, and then in future, definitely every business wants to grow. So it can be easily scaled, not only within the organization, but also like when it comes to the product, as well as it is scalable for other integrating with the other application as well, which is the next point, which is integration, which is possible. There is accounting to devices, that it is mobile friendly. Again, it is secure as well as it is private. So these are all the top features, or you can say all features that I explained. So definitely this is like the gist about what the Zoho Books is. We will definitely be deep. We will be going into deep dive into each and every tool, each and every feature. But then before going ahead with each and every features, I would like to call Ankit ji from our team, who is currently heading the books department here for he's heading the finance department in our organization for implementation. So he will be providing you the gist about what Zoho Books is. So I would like to call Ankit ji.
Thank you, Mayur. And good evening, everyone. And thank you for welcoming us, for giving us a Zoho session. And I'll just clear my screen and we can start with Zoho Books and what kind of a software is Zoho Books. I'll be giving a basic feedback and a basic overview about the software. Like moving from a traditional double entry system, which we have been following lately since around 2 decades. The accounting in the initial periods were done through spreadsheets, and then there were Java-based and basic softwares which were enabling us to input our data. So moving forward, we have come to the world of cloud computing and AI, where everything has been particularly integrated with Web3, and most of the applications are available online, and we can work on the go on every application. So Zoho Books is a very modern accounting solution, and it is meant for growing businesses. It is specifically marketed as a software solution for small and medium enterprises. And it works very well for software industries, like service-based industries, and particularly for industries where trading and activities have been done. But essentially, we have also utilized the solution for manufacturing activities as well. So going forward, it can help you to manage your finances, automate your processes, and ensure effective tax compliance. The interface is very intuitive. Like you do not have to mention or specify journal entries like in the form of a debit or credit. There is a good interface which we will be explaining in the later parts of the session. Like how the input part is particularly inclined in the way that we have to input a data which is easily accessible, and then it converts the data into accounting information, like through general entries, through converting them to profit and loss account and moving that into the balance sheet as well. So you can use it for invoicing, like in traditional accounting software we are using. Then we have to make a journal entry, and then on the basis of that a particular invoice is generated. But here you have a separate invoicing module, separate expense tracking, bank reconciliation, and specifically inventory management and GST related features where module wise functionality is enabled, and we can access a particular module, do the set of transactions in the module, and then the accounting effect would be automatically generated, which will help you to talk business in terms of finances and activities. The software is cloud based, like we can access it anywhere. We can work on the go, even if there is a electricity based outage or anything which in the real time is not related to the accounting. Then the software is live only on the server of ZOHO itself, so the data is very safe, and you do not have to maintain heavy server or maintain heavy hardware for accessing the software. We can also connect the application, as Mayur told, with other ZOHO applications, which are more than 50 plus. We can connect with payment gateways. Our banking is also connected. We can get the automatic feeds into the system, and then we can work on that and move on to the accounting information. The best part about working in ZOHO is that it provides various automation and various workflows which enable us to move it in the kind of an ERP structure. Like uh, for a basic SME, they can utilize the functioning of an ERP, and they can set up various workflows. They can set up various custom functions, which we will be explaining during our session as well. That how we have utilized the power of ZOHO and the power of automation to basically reduce the work and also improve the work in many cases. So the reporting in the form of analytics, profit and loss, balance sheet, everything is generated real time, which is happening in most of the software. But in this case, the reporting structure is also happening in such a way that the reports which we have created ourselves through analytics or any other software in the ZOHO ecosystem, they can be accessed anywhere and they can be accessed on a real time basis. There is a very limited lag, like only 10 to 15 seconds in which the data is updated, and then we can move on to using the data immediately. So as I said, the proper audience for ZOHO books would be startups and SMEs which are scaling their operations, and it is also very easy, so freelancers or service personnel can easily use it, and it is a very good manual system, like they can use and understand the software through their own purpose, or even if they do not, we as an implementation partners do the handholding for understanding the software and how they can use the functionalities of ZOHO books in a better way. And essentially, this has been used by most of the softwares for transitioning from spreadsheets and their outdated system. We have helped and enabled various businesses to come out of the Excel and manual-based activities to automated activities, and then they can use the technology and advanced automation features to reduce their manual work and also do the activities in a faster way. So it is basically more than a software. It is like your hand-holding tool, which makes you do the accounting along with the management part, consulting part as well in the same features. It can lead you to achieve efficiency and do the accurate compliance, because most of the workflows which are as per the GST and tax records are imbibed in that, and there are various notifications and various activities which help you to ensure your compliance is foolproof. For further explanation, I will connect my team, and Mayur will take it forward from here, and our ZOHO Books team will be guiding you and showing you the software and how everything is moving in this particular activity. So thank you. And
Thank you so much, Ankit ji, for helping us understand what Zoho Books is. So, to getting deep dive into what Zoho Books is. So, Deval from our books team would be helping us understand how to set up organizations.
आज हम जो बुक्स का पूरा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सेटअप, चार्ट ऑफ अकाउंट और ओपनिंग बैलेंस वो सब हम आज आपको समझाऊंगा। आज का जो टॉपिक है सेटअप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, चार्ट ऑफ अकाउंट, ओपनिंग बैलेंस, डैशबोर्ड, आइटम मॉड्यूल और बैंकिंग ट्रांजैक्शन। तो सेटअप ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, तो हम books.zoho.in जो हमारा जो है उसमें हम गूगल पे सर्च करेंगे तो ये इंटरफेस आएगा आपको। तो हमारा जो 14 डेज का ट्रायल पीरियड होता है उसमें हम जो बुक्स में लॉगिन कर सकते हैं और 40 दिन का ट्रायल ले सकते हैं जो बुक्स का। ये इधर हम कंपनी का नाम जो डालेंगे, जो हमारी कंपनी है, जो हमने ईमेल एड्रेस, फोन नंबर, पासवर्ड, और जो हमारा जो जो कंट्री है वो सिलेक्ट करेंगे और महाराष्ट्र। इधर से हम अकाउंट क्रिएशन करेंगे। तो ये जो हमारा जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का जो नेम होगा वो आएगा। जो भी हमारी इंडस्ट्री होगी, मैन्युफैक्चर इंडस्ट्री, रिटेलर इंडस्ट्री, वो हम तो इंडस्ट्री सिलेक्ट करेंगे। फिर ये हमारा जो यूनियन स्टेट है वो हम सिलेक्ट करेंगे। और जो हमारा जो जीएसटी रजिस्टर होगा तो इधर से हम ऑन कर देंगे तो जीएसटी रजिस्टर हमारा हो जाएगा और टैक्सेशन हमारा सेटअप हो जाएगा जो बुक्स में। ये करने के बाद हमारे ये जो बुक्स का हमारा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्रिएट हो जाएगा। फिर हमारे जो हमने मेल कॉन्फ़िगर किया होगा उस पर कंफर्म का अकाउंट का एक मेल आएगा। इधर से हम कंफर्म करेंगे ना तो हमारा जो बुक्स का अकाउंट कंफर्म हो जाएगा। फिर सेटिंग द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, पहले हम लोग क्रिएट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन किया, फिर ये यूजर एंड रोल। तो हम हमारा जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो भी यूजर होंगे वो हम इधर से हम इनवाइट कर सकते हैं और इसको रोल भी असाइन कर सकते हैं। तो मैं मेरे अकाउंट में आपको बताऊं, डेमो अकाउंट में तो इधर सेटिंग में यूजर एंड रोल है। तो इधर से हम हमारा जो भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो यूजर हम असाइन करेंगे तो इधर से हम इनवाइट यूजर कर सकते हैं। और इधर से हम रोल है तो हम अलग अलग तरह से हमको रोल भी डिसाइड कर सकते हैं कि कौन सा रोल किसको देना है। एडमिन का एक्सेस देना है, स्टाफ एक्सेस देना है। और इधर से हम कस्टमाइज रोल भी जनरेट कर सकते हैं। इधर से हम कस्टमर जो होगा वो हम एक्सेस दे सकते हैं कि हमको कस्टमर्स एडिट करने का व्यू एक्सेस दे सकते हैं। आइटम मॉड्यूल है, आइटम मॉड्यूल में भी हम पूरा एक्सेस देना है तो पूरा एक्सेस देना है। और इधर से बैंकिंग मॉड्यूल है, सेल्स मॉड्यूल, परचेस मॉड्यूल से अलग अलग हम एक्सेस दे सकते हैं, रोल असाइन कर सकते हैं हमारा। फिर है करेंसी सेटिंग। तो हमारे में जो बुक्स में अलग हमारे जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में हम जो करेंसी सिलेक्ट करना चाहते हैं वो इधर से हम कर सकते हैं। इधर से हम करेंसी ऐड भी कर सकते हैं जो हमको जो हमारे जो ट्रांजेक्शन में चाहिए वो। फिर है टैक्स सेटिंग। तो इधर से हमारा जो टैक्स का सेटिंग है तो वो हम इधर से टैक्स सेटिंग कर सकते हैं। जो हमारा जीएसटी नंबर है तो इधर से हम ऐड कर सकते हैं। इधर जो हमारा जीएसटी नंबर जैसे हम कॉन्फ़िगर करेंगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली बिजनेस नेम और वो जो है वो जीएसटी प्रोवाइडर है इसलिए ऑटोमेटिक आ जाएगा। और इधर से हम जो हमारी जो स्कीम है उसमें हम सेव कर सकते हैं हमारा। फिर है सेटिंग ऑफ चार्ट ऑफ अकाउंट। तो हमारे जो बुक्स में जो है तो हम चार्ट ऑफ अकाउंट भी सेट कर सकते हैं। तो इधर से हमारा जो जोहो बुक्स में ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो चार्ट ऑफ अकाउंट है वो इधर से हम ऐड कर सकते हैं। तो जो भी हमारा जो अकाउंट टाइप होगा तो हम अकाउंट टाइप इधर से सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं, और अकाउंट नेम और जो भी जो सब अकाउंट है जो, तो इधर से हम सब अकाउंट भी क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। तो इधर से हम जो जो चार्ट ऑफ अकाउंट है वो हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए हम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं। तो हमारा जो एग्जिस्टिंग जो सॉफ्टवेयर में सिस्टम में जो चल रहा होगा तो उसको हम दूसरी में सिस्टम में कन्वर्ट करना चाहते हो, तो उसका जो ट्रायल बैलेंस है वो हमारे जोहो बुक्स में ऐसे ओपनिंग कॉन्फ़िगर करना होता है। तो हम
So, Anil Joshi here. Let me explain better in English. Few of the guys is having understanding better in English. So let me start with this. Entering opening balance in Zoho from existing business, maintain financial track in another system. So if you want to migrate your data from legacy system to Zoho, it is possible in Zoho. So it is having some CSV file you have to import in the Zoho. So simple, go to setting and opening balance. So from here, if you edit it, you can have a balance. You can enter your balances, asset-wise, liability, expense, income, whatever opening balance you want to enter, you can here enter it. Now, let us talk about account payable and account receivable. So you will have a lot of account vendors and customers. So sundry debtors and creditors, you can import to CSV files. So this is, I'm talking about opening balance. Here, migration date you have to mention as on 31st March 24 if you want to start from that date. So after opening balance, you can start your transactions. Here you can define your branches. So multiple branch, if you have, you can have multiple branches. Migration date you can define. Account receivable and payable you can import from CSV file with GST number, address, opening balance, etc. All detail you have to mention. Then another accounts for fixed asset, current liabilities, bank, cash, etc. expenses, you can have opening balance from here. Now, this is the dashboard. This is the main feature of Zoho. So this is the dashboard. If you can see account receivable and payables, how much I have to receive, and my current overdue and overdue within aging analysis. So here you can see what is my payable within 15 days, 16 to 30 days, and 31 to 45 days, and above 45 days. So overdue receivable and payable you can see from here. This is the dashboard of Zoho. Now you can see a cash flow. These are the cash flow statement. Cash flow as on this date, incoming, outgoing, etc. Here you can see the cash flow this fiscal year, previous fiscal year, and limited last 12 months. Like this. Now here you can see top expenses. What are my top expenses accounting? So my labor expense is higher. Cost of goods sold means it is my purchase. Land purchase and other expense, equipment rental. So you can see the chart of your expenses. Here in the first, it is showing income and expense of previous years, fiscal years, etc. So what is my total income and total expense in P&L? Here you can see for previous fiscal years also, this year also, something like that. Now let us see item master. So suppose we are having a service industry. then you can define the service item, consulting charges, something like that, or labor charges you can define here. If you click on goods, so it is better, it is for trading purpose. So I am purchasing the goods and selling the goods. Just define the name, SKU, unit, HSN code, taxable, whether it's a taxable item or not. Now enter your sales price, enter your purchase price, account of sales and purchase. Cost of goods sold is your purchase. What is the preferred vendor for this item? You can define here, or particular vendor if you are purchasing from vendor. What are the CST, GST taxes you can define here. Now, if you click here for tracking the inventory, so here you can define your inventory account, whether it is a finished good, inventory asset, work in progress, or raw material, whatever it is. Now, inventory valuation method, you can define here as FIFO and weighting average costing. So here you can decide while starting the ZOHO. Here in the down, warehouse-wise opening stock you can maintain. Here warehouse-wise opening stock you have to enter whether in my city, in Indore or Surat, what are the opening stock and what are the current unit. And you can add the warehouse from here also. So this is my item master. This is my base of to start the transaction of sales and purchase and everything related to item. So this is my, you can have facility to import the items. If you have a thousands of items, so you can define in the CSV format and you can have a item master imported ready-made in ZOHO. You just have here sample files are available. So you just have to fill it in the sample file and you can import it. So it will automatically come into ZOHO with opening balance and GST details. So next will be a Mayur, please go ahead for the further.
Thank you, Deva. Thank you, Anilji, for this brief description about how to set up the entire organization. Also, like basics about what ZOHO Books is. So to get ahead in the journey, so we have Ruddhi from our team now, who will help us understand better what exactly how can we manage the purchase as well as the sales cycle. So yes, over to you, Ruddhi.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Today I will cover the sales cycle, the purchase cycle, how to handle expenses in ZOHO Books, TDS liabilities and manual journals, and the reports in the ZOHO Books. Starting from the purchase transactions, like a whole procurement cycle, right from generating purchase order to recording the payments for the bills, will cover this. So here we have the purchase module in ZOHO Books. Before starting or doing any transactions, first we need to generate or create a vendor to record transactions for that particular vendor. So from here we can enter a new vendor. ZOHO has initiated one new feature in ZOHO Books that you can directly fetch your customer or vendor details from GST portal. As you can see here, I'm entering one GST number. So if I fetch the details, all the GST detail of that particular vendor will pop up here, and you can simply select this details, and you can fetch those details from here. So the details of the particular vendor will be auto fetched in here in each and every field, right from address, his GST treatment, his GST number, his source, his PAN card. If that vendor is MSME registered, you can simply enable this particular checkbox, and you can also fill the detail for the MSME for that particular vendor. Here you can enter the currency for the particular like vendor. ZOHO has invented a new feature. You can also bifurcate or make groups of particular vendor with the location or with any specific criteria if you want to add. So simply you can select the account to track the transactions for that particular vendor. You can enter here opening balance, the payment. Also, you can define the payment terms, like what period your vendor is giving to you for making the payments for the particular transactions. Also, you can define one fixed TDS for the vendor. This feature is new in ZOHO. Like you can give portal access to your vendor. Like the vendor can have statements and another details that you have with that vendor, your relation. He can access to this through this portal. So this is how you can create a vendor, and all the details will be visible here of the particular vendor. If vendor make any comments from the vendor portal, you can that comments will be visible here. You can track all the transactions of the particular vendor from here. Whichever transaction that you did for the vendor, it will be visible here. The bills, the bill payments, the expense, or the purchase order, or the credits that he has. Here is the statement. You can access to the statement of the particular vendor from here. You can also filter this statement period wise, like what period you want to see. You can simply select the period from here. The next is expenses. You can add a day-to-day operation expense in this expense module. From here, you can add expense. If you have any branches, you have to select first the branch, the date of the expense, the expense account, in which account you want to record your expense, then amount, from which account you want to pay the particular expense that is paid through account. You can select here. This is the expense type. It is a good or a service. If it's good, you have to write the HSN code, and if it's a service, you have to write SSC code. If you want to add vendor for this particular expense, you can also add vendor for that particular expense. So this detail will auto fetched from the vendor modules that we have added in the vendor module. You can also add text if it is applicable. So this is how you can add expense here. And if you want to make this expense recurring, like if you are getting the expense in for particular interval period you are having expense, you can simply make it recurring, so that expense will auto updated in your expense module. So this is a recurring module. You can also make a profile of recurring expense here. Like you give profile name, your repetition period like weekly or monthly, or simply you can select from here your start date from where you want to start that particular expense and the end date. If it's never expires, you simply select this checkbox. Your expense account, you can click your expense account here, the amount of the expense and the paid through account. So you can simply select all these details and you can make this expense recurring. As you can see here, I have already created one recurring expense. So this will show your histories, like at what particular period of time your expense has been created. The second is purchase order. Purchase order is basically an document that a buyer issues to a seller indicating information about items that they want to buy, and which also includes the quantity and the prices of the particular item. From here, you can create a purchase order in ZOHO Books. First, you have to select the vendor, and this detail will be auto-fetched from the vendor module. You can add the delivery address here. If you are getting the items in your warehouse, or you are directly sending it to your customer. Your purchase order number you have to add here. You can also enable the auto generate purchase order number. So every time you don't have to add the purchase order number. If you have any reference, you can add a reference here. The date of the purchase order, the delivery date you can add here. The payment terms you can also configure here. If your transaction is applicable for the reverse charge, you can simply tick on this checkbox, and here you have to add the item details for what particular items you are adding in the purchase order. You can simply select it here. Here is the account in which you want to add that particular transactions, item transaction. Here you have to select the GST treatment, like what rate is applicable. And you can save it. So your purchase order has been will come in the open status. You can directly convert this PO into a bill if your purchase order is confirmed. So from here, you can directly convert this PO into bill. So all the details will be fetched here in the bill module. As you can see, you can simply here add the bill number, the order number, the bill date, the due date. You can configure payment terms here, and the item will also get auto fetched. Every details that you configured in your purchase order will be fetched here. You can also change the detail, the quantity of the PO. If you want to change in bill, you can ZOHO allows you to change the details here. Also, if you can to change the rate. So you can you can convert the PO to bill directly from the purchase module. If you don't have PO, you can simply add a bill from the bills module. As you can see, from bills, you can create a new bill, add the customer, fill all these details, the line items you can add here. Also, you can bulk update these things. These are the different reporting tags to filter the reports. You can simply bulk update this thing. If you update this, this will reflect in all your line items if you bulk update from here. Also, you can track landed cost from ZOHO books, like the total cost that you are incurring to get the product to your warehouse. You can add the landed cost here. After bill, you can record the payment for bill from here. Like you can directly record payment. You can simply record the payment transactions from here. In ZOHO, the biggest benefit is that the journal entry for the bills and the payment will record it automatically here. You just need to initiate the bill and the journal for the particular bill will populate here. Also for the payments. The second thing is payment module. You can record payment for the particular bill from here. First, you need to select the vendor. If the you have to fill all this detail, like what amount you are paying to your customer, you can add that particular amount. The date of the payment, from which account you are paying to your vendor, and the undue and the overdue bills will be visible here. You can simply enter the amount for the particular bill, or you can just make it pay in full, and you can record the transactions for the particular for all the bills of the vendor. If when your vendor is giving you the advances, you can record the vendor advance here. Next to the bill payment, you can see vendor advance. You can add vendor advance here. The amount of advance that is when your vendor is giving you, the date, the mode, and the paid through account from here. So this is how you can add the vendor advance and the bill payment for your vendor. The second thing is recurring bill, like bills that repeats at regular interval, like weekly or monthly. You can make a profile for that particular bill, and the bill will auto generate it during that time interval. You can see here. The ZOHO will give all these details. All the bill will be generated in your bill module once you configure this particular thing. Like here, your vendor name, profile name, whatever profile name you want to give. Here, the time period, your start date and end date. The payable account, if you want to change the payable account, you can change it from here. The payment terms, the line item, in which account you want to track that particular item. You can select that item, that account here, the quantity and the rate, the GST treatment. So if it has any TDS, you can also add TDS from here. You can also add new TDS rates and from here. Like give a name, the rate, and which section it belongs to. And here you can configure the TDS payable account and TDS receivable account so that your transaction will be recorded in that particular account for this TDS section. So this is all about recurring bills. The another thing is vendor credits. In case you received some default goods or anything that you return to your vendor, so you can simply add a vendor credit here. For which bill you are creating the vendor credit, you can simply select, you'll see the open bills of that particular vendor here. You can simply select the bill type, the credit date, and the line item. You can select the line item here. And you can apply these credits to your bill. Now we'll move forward to the sales module. In sales, same like vendor, we have to create the customer to initiate a transaction for that particular customer. It's the same thing as shown in the vendor module. Same page will appear, but for the customer, you can simply add details for the customer in here. Right from his name, his GST treatment, his place of supply, his PAN card number, what currency of the customer, his payable account. If you want to give some credit limits to your customer, you can also initiate the credit amount here. So ZOHO will won't allow you to add an invoice if it cross the credit limit. Same as you can also give vendor customer portal access to your customer so that he can have access to his statements. If you want to upload any documents for the customer, you can also upload it here. Quotation. The list of items that you are planning to sell to your customer and the prices and the terms and conditions. You can directly make quotes or estimates from here. Select the customer. These things will be auto fetched. For which branch you are creating the quotes, if you have enabled any branches, the quotation number, the date, the expiry date of the estimation or quotation, the items which you are planning to sell to that particular customer, you can add here. Quantity, rates, if you are giving any discounts to that customer, you can also add discount. If it has any shipping charges, you can also add shipping charges here. The TDS, if you are deducting TDS or TCS, you can simply select here. It will be auto calculated here, and you can record the quotation. You can directly convert this quotation to your sales order. If your quotation is confirmed, you can simply convert this quotation to SO. So all the details of your quotation will be fetched here. All the item details, the quotation number. You can change here sales order date, order date if you want to. All this details that is already added in quotation will be fetched here. You can simply save this sales order. Also, you can directly, if you don't want to create SO, you can directly convert quotation into sales, into invoice. Here it gives you what portion you want to invoice, like the whole quotation you want to invoice, or the some part of the quotation you want to invoice. You can simply select that percentage amount and create invoice. If you don't have quotation, you want to add directly add SO, you can also add SO from here. Like you have to select the customer, the SO number. You can add reference number, the date, what item you want to sell. So you can all add all this details here. You can save it. Also, you can directly convert this SO to invoice once it is confirmed. So the invoice has been generated same as the sales order. You can also directly add the invoice from here, from the invoice module. Select the customer, branch, the invoice date, what item you are selling. If you want to associate any sales order to your invoice, you can also associate SO to your invoice if you have not converted your SO directly to the invoice. So this is how you can add invoice. The journal entry for this particular invoice will be directly updated here with reference to your invoice. After creating invoice, you can record payment for this particular invoice from here. Fill all these details, like what amount you are receiving, if any bank charges is related, the date, the mode. So fill all these details and you can simply record the payment for this invoice. So the payment is recorded for the invoice. You can see here. Also, you can record payment for the customer from payment receive module from here. Select the customer, the amount that you have received. If there are a lot of invoices that is pending, you can see the invoice here. The total amount for the invoice will be shown here. If you have received the whole amount, you can simply select this and it will be reflected here. If any bank charges is occurred, you can simply add bank charges here, the payment date. This payment number is auto generated. If you want to add manually also, you can add manually the payment number. The deposit account, in which account you want to deposit, deposit that particular amount, you can simply select it from here. And your unpaid invoices will be here. You can simply apply it to FIFO method, or you can simply change the amount manually from here. So the status for the bill will be changed. Once you save the payments. Recurring invoice, same as recurring bills. Credit note, in case your customer return default goods, or because of some reason, you can add that credit note from here. So one needs to fill all this detail for which invoice you are creating a credit note. The reason for creating a credit note, it's a sales return or deficiency in service. So these are the reasons available. Add the item details here, and you can create credit note. The journal entry for debit note will generate as you initiate the credit note here. Okay, so this was all about sales and purchase module. I'll hand over this to Mayur Kapadia. Thank you.
So thank you, Ruddhi. Again, that was a very detailed, explanation or a demo, you can say, for the purchase as well as the sales modules. So let's continue. So we have Shan from our team, who will take us through the journey of what exactly is how to do the GST filing, the TDS liability, the e-way bills, as well as the e-invoicing.
Hello, my name is Shan Patel, and today I covered this topic: accounting transaction in project, GST, e-way bill, and e-invoice setup and filing. Here of advanced functionality and customization, and automation and integration of other application of ZOHO books. First of all, GST filing. GST is the Suvidha provider, and first GST connect in enabling API, and then connect to ZOHO books. First of all, go to GST portal and then dashboard. Click the my profile and manage API accesses, and enabling to select the duration and save and confirm. If enabling in GST portal to API access, and then connect to directly setting in ZOHO book setting, and select the taxes. And first of all, GST number and online filing setting, enter the GST username, select the reporting period, and tax return from in first of ZOHO books, and then save. If you are connected all GST requirement and directly filing this particular page, go to GST filing and view returns. First of all, cover to GSTR2. इसमें यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली हमारा ओवरव्यू में दिखेगा, हमारा B2B इनवॉइस होगा और सारे के ऑल ट्रांजेक्शन हमें यहाँ पे दिखेंगे. And reconciliation part, if vendor transaction books or GST number, transaction date and amount match the GST portal, and then directly fetch the GST portal in ZOHO books, directly fetch the GST portal and partially match. इसमें पर्टिकुलर क्या जीएसटी नंबर एंड ट्रांजैक्शन नंबर दोनों सेम होता है, तो यहाँ से पार्शियली मैच में यहाँ पे हमको शो करेंगे. मिसिंग इन जो बुक्स, हम सपोज वेंडर ने जीएसटी पोर्टल पे अपना जीएसटी नंबर का कोई ट्रांजैक्शन ऐड किया है और हमारे जो बुक्स में नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे मिसिंग इन जो बुक्स में दिखेंगे. एंड मिसिंग इन जीएसटी नंबर, सपोज हमने ZOHO बुक्स में ऐड कर दिया है और जीएसटी पोर्टल में हमारा कोई भी ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं है, तो वो यहाँ पे हमको दिखेंगे. एंड देन सारे क्राइटेरिया हमारा मैच हो जाए, उसके बाद हम कंप्लीट टू योर रिटर्न करेंगे. तो यहाँ पे मार्केट्स कंप्लीटेड करने के बाद यहाँ पे रिटर्न हो जाएगा हमारा, GSTR2 हो जाएगा. उसके बाद GSTR1 की प्रोसेस है कि हमें यहाँ पे सारे ट्रांजैक्शन GSTR1 के दिखेंगे. उसके बाद पुश टू GSTN, यहाँ पे हमें ऑल ट्रांजैक्शन दिखेंगे, HSN, नील, B2CS, डॉक्यूमेंट, वो सब कुछ दिखेगा हमें. उसके बाद फाइल योर रिटर्न्स, यहाँ पे फाइल योर रिटर्न्स करेंगे तो उसके बाद जनरेट OTP आएगा. हम जनरेट OTP करेंगे तो डायरेक्टली हमारी जो ये GSTR1 की प्रोसेस है वो डायरेक्टली फाइलिंग हो जाएगी जीएसटी पोर्टल पे सिंगल क्लिक में. और GSTR9 एनुअल रिटर्न होता है, वो भी हम यहाँ से डायरेक्टली कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे जीएसटी सुविधा प्रोवाइड कर दो, नो मैन्युअल डेटा एंट्री होगा, फिर कुछ भी हमें यहाँ पे मैन्युअली करना नहीं पड़ेगा और जीएसटी पोर्टल पे हमें एंट्री भी मैन्युअली नहीं करनी पड़ेगी. हम डायरेक्टली यहाँ से फाइलिंग कर सकते हैं. और आउटपुट टू इनपुट की एंट्री भी वो ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाएंगी, उसके हमें कोई एंट्री पास नहीं करनी पड़ेगी उसकी. ये हो गया जीएसटी का पार्ट. उसके बाद हम ईवे बिल्स है, ईवे बिल को कनेक्ट करने के लिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल ईवे बिल पोर्टल पे हमें रजिस्ट्रेशन पे क्लिक करना होगा. उसके बाद फॉर जीएसपी एंड देन हमें हमारा मोबाइल नंबर और जो भी रजिस्टर्ड मोबाइल नंबर होगा उस पर OTP आएगा. OTP ऐड करने के बाद हम यहाँ पे हमारा जो यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड क्रिएट करेंगे वो हम ZOHO बुक्स के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ऐड करेंगे और हमारा ईवे बिल और ZOHO बुक्स में ईवे बिल कनेक्ट हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे ईवे बिल कनेक्ट होने के बाद वहाँ पे सेटअप करने के बाद यहाँ पे सेटिंग्स में ईवे बिल्स का ऑप्शन है वहाँ पे. उसके बाद यहाँ पे जो हमने वहाँ पे यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड क्रिएट किए थे तो वो हमें यहाँ पे ऐड करने होंगे और सेव एंड वैलिडेट करेंगे तो उसका यहाँ पे ईवे बिल कनेक्ट हो जाएगा. और सपोज ईवे बिल पर्टिकुलर वन इनवॉइस, यहाँ पे ये सपोज एक इनवॉइस क्रिएट हुआ है, उसका ईवे बिल डिटेल हमें ऐड करनी है, तो यहाँ पे पॉपअप है ऐड ईवे बिल डिटेल्स, यहाँ से भी हम ऐड कर सकते हैं। ओके, डॉक्यूमेंट टाइप्स, ट्रांजेक्शन सब टाइप्स एंड सिलेक्ट द ब्रांच, कस्टमर नेम, वो सब ऑटो फेच हो जाएगा। एंड पुट द डिस्टेंस इन किलोमीटर and then save and validate, create the e-way bill. ई-वे बिल हो गया, उसके बाद हम ई इनवॉइस कनेक्ट करेंगे। इनवॉइस कनेक्ट करने के लिए हम फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पोर्टल पे जाना पड़ेगा हमें, ई-वे बिल के पोर्टल पे। सपोज आपने ई-वे बिल के क्रेडेंशियल ऐड कर दिया है, तो उसके बाद जो भी यूजर नेम और पासवर्ड है वो डायरेक्टली हम यहाँ पे ऐड कर देंगे, तो वो ई इनवॉइस भी कनेक्ट हो जाएगा हमारा। If e invoice connected, then created a e invoice. If e invoice connected, then pop up the push to IRN, and suppose you are click the push to IRN, and then automatically fetch the QR code and IRN details. This is of the status of e-invoice. Green color to push to IRP and yellow color yet to be pushed. And suppose any failed the transaction, you have pop up the red color. Project. Here projects. Create the project and give the time sheet, create the time sheet on this project. Purchases, you have create the particular project to purchase the expenses, bills, expenses, and create the whole sales invoice, quotation, sales order, credit notes, particular this project. You are configure to budget. यहाँ पे आप बजट भी कॉन्फ़िगर कर सकते हो, और सपोज कोई प्रोजेक्ट के रिलेटेड आपको कोई जर्नल पास करनी है, तो वो भी आप यहाँ से ही डायरेक्टली पास कर सकते हो जर्नल। एंड दिस इज द केस स्टडी। हमने यहाँ पे एक वन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन था, उनका मल्टीपल टैक्स था और उनको मैंडेटरी करना था, तो सेल्स एंड परचेज में हमने उसको सेल्स एंड परचेज एंड ऑल ट्रांजेक्शन और एवरी ट्रांजेक्शन में रिपोर्टिंग टैक्स मैंडेटरी किया था। और दूसरा ये था कि हमने HSBC बैंक कॉन्फ़िगर किया है। सपोज यहाँ पे ये वेंडर पेमेंट है, तो आप एक बैंक कनेक्ट करोगे तो यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली आप पेमेंट इनिशिएट कर सकते हो, मल्टीपल वेंडर के लिए भी और सिंगल वेंडर के लिए भी। सपोज ये एक वेंडर पेमेंट कनेक्ट किया हुआ है, तो यहाँ पे सब वेंडर का नेम, और यहाँ पे आप सिलेक्ट मैंने एक HSBC बैंक कनेक्ट किया हो, तो इनिशिएट पेमेंट एंड देन पेमेंट अमाउंट and select the payment paid through account is HSBC, and directly payment initiate to books. एक और सिनेरियो था कि सपोज कस्टमर में आपने कस्टमर में पेमेंट टर्म्स डिफाइन किया हुआ है कि पर्टिकुलर दिस कस्टमर पेमेंट टर्म्स आर 30 days एंड यू आर क्रिएटिंग इनवॉइस एंड देन सिलेक्ट 15 days, तो आपको ये वो इनवॉइस सेव नहीं करने देगा. और दूसरा सिनेरियो ऐसा था कि स्पेसिफिक एक्सपेंस अकाउंट के लिए आपको टैक्स मैंडेटरी करना है, तो वो भी हमने यहाँ पे कर दिया था कि कॉन्फ़िगर करके वो एक्सपेंस अकाउंट का जब भी आप वो अकाउंट सिलेक्ट करोगे तब वो टैग मैंडेटरी हो जाएगा. अदरवाइज कोई भी दूसरा अकाउंट आप लोगे तो वहाँ पे टैक्स मैंडेटरी नहीं होगा. एक दूसरा भी था कि पर्टिकुलर अकाउंट के लिए, यहाँ पे आपको स्क्रीनशॉट दिखेगा, पर्टिकुलर अकाउंट के लिए भी हमने एक लिमिट सेट की थी. सपोज पेटी कैश आपने सिलेक्ट किया हुआ है, उसको 25,000 के अप वो हम ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए, सिंगल ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए, तो भी हम वो भी हमने यहाँ पे सेट किया था कि ये अकाउंट है और ये अकाउंट का एक ट्रांजैक्शन 25,000 के अप नहीं जाना चाहिए. तो जैसे भी 25,000 के अप जाएगा तो वो यहाँ पे पॉपअप आपको दे देगा. फिर कस्टमाइजिंग है जो बुक्स में, टेम्पलेट कस्टमाइज है, कस्टम फील्ड्स आप क्रिएट कर सकते हो अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट के प्रमाण. यहाँ पे टेम्पलेट कस्टमाइज के लिए सेटिंग, गो टू सेटिंग एंड सिलेक्ट द टेम्पलेट्स. यहाँ पे पर्टिकुलर मॉड्यूल के लिए मल्टीपल टेम्पलेट्स है. यू लाइक टू वन टेम्पलेट एंड सिलेक्ट द टेम्पलेट्स. Suppose these invoice, multiple invoice templates are there, and आपको अपने बिजनेस के लिए पर्टिकुलर स्पेसिफिक टेम्पलेट चाहिए तो भी हम कस्टमाइज कर देते हैं, मतलब बैकएंड से हम वो कस्टमाइज करते हैं जैसा भी आपको टेम्पलेट चाहिए वैसा. और रिमाइंडर है ये एक ऑप्शन, हम यहाँ से रिमाइंडर सेट कर सकते हैं. सपोज हमारा कस्टमर को हमने पेमेंट टर्म्स डिफाइन किया हुआ है और उनका हम ओवरड्यू हो जाता है, उसके 1 दिन बाद या 2 दिन बाद या 3 दिन के बाद उनको नोटिफिकेशन जाना चाहिए कि भाई अपना ये पेमेंट बाकी है, तो वो भी हम उसको नोटिफिकेशन दे सकते हैं. वैसे ही हम बिल्स में भी रिमाइंडर सेट कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे ऑटोमेशन भी सिलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे हमारा ये ईमेल का कंटेंट है, जैसा भी हम सेट करना चाहते हैं वैसा सेट कर सकते हो और डायरेक्टली वो ईमेल उनको यहाँ से वो चला जाएगा उनको. ये इंटीग्रेशन है, हम ZOHO एप्लीकेशन और थर्ड पार्टी इंटीग्रेशन भी करते हैं. यहाँ पे मार्केट प्लेस, यहाँ पे हम ऑल ZOHO एप्लीकेशन और अदर एप्लीकेशन, थर्ड पार्टी एप्लीकेशन भी इंटीग्रेट कर सकते हैं. ओवर टू मोहित जी.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
So thank you, Shan, for also providing the insights about the later part about ZOHO books. So yes, like so we have moreover covered the the top features or the core features of what ZOHO books consists. Again, this can go on forever because there are endless features that can be endless features that can be used in ZOHO books. Also, when it comes to customization, it is very flexible. So customizations, there's a lot of scope into customization. So however you require, we can, our team is capable enough to, to do the customization. So again, so I would want Anjali ma'am from our side. She's heading the HR department here for StraightWorks as well as skill based. So I wanted her to have a talk as well.
यस, गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। तो वंडरफुल सेशन चल रहा था, बहुत लोगों का क्वेरी भी बीच में आ रहा था, मुझे लग रहा था मयूर सर शायद लेके आएंगे, लेकिन चैट में ही रिजोल्व कर लिया। एक्चुअली इसमें जो है रजिस्ट्रेशन जब आए ना तो 3 टाइप के लोग आए। सबसे पहले जो है वो स्टूडेंट्स भी है बहुत सारे, जिसको जोहो का इंटरफेस देखना है और आगे देखना है कि कैरियर भी कैसे बनना पाए। बहुत सारे बिजनेस ओनर्स भी है जो सोच रहे हैं जोहो के बारे में, उसको जोहो का इंटरफेस देखना है, कैसे वर्क करना है, वैसे भी लोग हैं। एंड थर्ड, ऑलरेडी जोहो यूजर्स भी है। सो बाय द वे होस्टिंग टीम ने बहुत अच्छे से हैंडल किया है, गुजराती, हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश, एवरीथिंग मिक्स। सो अच्छा रहा। और खास तौर पे मैं यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट करना चाहूंगी कि जो टीम ने आपके साथ अभी प्रेजेंट किया है वो समझो इंडिया की टॉप 10 सीए फर्म जो है उसको पूरा जोहो में माइग्रेट करके लेके आए हैं और उसको गो लाइव भी किया है। सो बहुत एक्सपर्ट्स फैकल्टी थे ये सब। एंड खास करके हमारे जो छोटे स्पीकर्स जो थे तीनों, उसके बारे में मैं बताऊं तो लाइक वृद्धि है, उसने पूरा MBA कंप्लीट करने के बाद बैंक के साथ करियर स्टार्ट किया था। वहां पे उसको इतना मजा नहीं आया और उसने डिसाइड किया कि मुझे चलो जोहो में करियर बनाना है। उसने वहां पे करियर स्विच ओवर करके पूरा इंटर्नशिप करके वहां पे करियर स्टार्ट किया और अभी इतने बड़े बड़े असाइनमेंट जो है वो इंडिया एंड अब्रॉड के वो लोग हैंडल कर रहे हैं। एंड जोहो जब अकाउंटिंग आता है तो हमारे माइंड में ऐसा रहता है कि सिर्फ कॉमर्स बैकग्राउंड वाले लोग करते हैं। तो लाइक आपने देवल एंड सान को जो देखा, दोनों इंजीनियर्स है, एक अकाउंटेंट, एक सीए, और ये सब जो बैलेंस शीट वगैरह में जो नॉलेज रिक्वायरमेंट है वो सब उसने गेन किया है। सो ये लेवल का फैकल्टी जो थे उसने डिलीवर किया है। तो एक्सपर्टाइज जो है उसमें कोई क्वेश्चन ही नहीं है। बहुत साल का एक्सपीरियंस है एंड सीए करियर का भी एक्सपीरियंस है एंड आईटी और बिजनेस को सॉफ्टवेयर में कैसे कनेक्ट करके आगे लेके जाना चाहिए उसमें बहुत बड़ा एक्सपर्टाइज है। अनिल सर ने भी लिया। सो असम सभी लोगों का मिला, लेकिन एक था कि ऑडियंस को पता नहीं चला, लास्ट में पता चल रहा है कि जिसने डिलीवर किया है उसका कैपेबिलिटी क्या था। ओके, सो ये सब है। एंड ऑलरेडी वी आर रनिंग 5 मिनट्स लेट। मेरा ध्यान कहीं पे वहां पे ही जा रहा था कि मयूर सर ने अभी तक 2 मिनट क्यों नहीं दिया। सो स्टेटवर्क्स ऑलवेज जो है वो टाइम पंक्चुअलिटी पे चलता है, राइट टाइम पे ओपन करना है एंड राइट टाइम पे क्लोज करना है। फाइन। सो किसी को आगे कुछ क्वेरी वगैरह है, अभी समझो एक आध क्वेश्चन किसी का लेना है तो मयूर सर ले लो आप, बाकी नंबर आपने प्रोवाइड किया है वहां पे डायरेक्ट ही कनेक्ट करते हैं। ओके, सो ऑल स्टूडेंट्स है, जोहो यूजर्स भी है एंड बिजनेस ओनर्स है जिसको जोहो के साथ कनेक्ट होना है। एनीवन कैन कनेक्ट टू मी। ऑलरेडी देवल ने यहाँ पे नंबर प्रोवाइड कर लिया था मेरा भी। सो एनी टाइम कनेक्ट कर सकते हो। एक सागर ने यहाँ पे जोहो बुक्स वेबिनार का जो ग्रुप बनाया है वहां वो लिंक भी शेयर किया है। सो जिसने कनेक्ट नहीं किया है वो वहां पे कनेक्ट भी कर सकते हैं ताकि रिकॉर्डिंग एंड ऑल रिक्वायरमेंट आपका जो है हम लोग फुलफिल कर पाए। सो थैंक यू एवरीवन। आप लोगों ने अपना इम्पोर्टेंट टाइम जो है वो निकाल के यहाँ पे पार्टिसिपेट किया एंड पूरा जोहो के बारे में अंडरस्टैंड किया। हैव अ नाइस डे एवरीवन। या बाय बाय।
So yes, in case if the anyone from the from the team who has joined right now, anyone has any doubts, any queries, so you can post it here. We can also address them. Yes, we have answered all the questions in the chat, whatever was present. All right, so we see no hands raised, as well as we have answered each and every doubt that were there existing at the same time. So no problem. So as we conclude this particular session, so definitely we are already there on the WhatsApp groups. You can definitely connect with any one of us from the StraightWorks team, from the skill-based team, and we are definitely there to help you out. Right. So thank you so much everyone for joining us, and hope we stay connected. And like in case if you're a student, maybe you get connected with skill-based and you learn all the skills that are required for you to become a proper professional. In case if you're a business owner and want to just get started with accounting or a ZOHO books, and definitely we can help you out with your founding steps with accounting. And in case if you're already using ZOHO and you want to understand better, then definitely we are there assist you out in each and every step. So thank you so much everyone for joining. Thank you the entire StateWorks as well as the skill-based team as well for organizing this, and we will make sure that we come up with more such events in the future, and we impart the knowledge that we are learning, that we are implementing whatever we are learning, we can share it with the entire world. So thank you so much. Have a good day.